Hey, yogi. Here is your midday flow. If you've been sitting on your computer desk or just generally bopping around the house and you're ready to like move some energy and start to like bring it up a notch, this is the practice for you. When you're ready, we're going to start writing downward dog. We'll see you there. So bringing hands and feet onto the mat, stretching your spine nice and long. Give your knees a bend and maybe take your feet out a little wider. You want to have a nice, strong, solid base to begin this flow today. And let's take 5 long, slow breaths here. On your next in breath, let's bend knees and look forward. And when you're ready, take tiny steps. Let's find the front edge of the mat. Yeah, we're getting right into it today. Walk your feet nice and wide. And then inhale, let's bring hands onto knees. Take a nice long halfway lift. On your exhale, let's fold to the earth. Let it go. Ha! I want you to walk your feet wide and really bend into your knees. Maybe bringing your hands onto blocks if you need a little bit more elevation. And then just let your head, neck, and shoulders melt to the ground. Perfect. And as you're here, maybe you bring your hands, and only if this is feeling good for you, to the back of your head. We're going to do this a lot today. And maybe just kind of move side to side. And just take a moment to let your whole body just kind of drip and drop down to the earth. Arms can be heavy and long. You're going to be paying attention to your shoulders. And then again, just kind of like easing into breath and movement today. And on your next inhale, you can toe heel your feet to like hips width distance. And as you're ready, slowly rise up to standing. Yeah, let's inhale, take a big breath in, stretching the arm bones up nice and high, connecting palms overhead. We're going to get long here. Take your feet wide, give yourself a good base. And when you're ready, let's drop over to a side, stretching open, stretching long, both sides long. Imagine that your fingers are being pulled. Perfect. And then come back through center and we'll do the other side. So stretching both sides nice and long, anchoring in that foot and pulling the whole length of your body a little longer, a little more open. Yeah. And then come back to center. Inhale, stretching arms up to the sky. Perfect. Nice and wide, like a star almost. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Ha. And stack your hands on your heart. Take a moment of gratitude for being here in this practice, for taking the time to come back to the mat, to shake off your day, and to give yourself some space and energy and revival for the day, the rest of the day ahead. And when you're ready, bringing your feet a little closer together. Inhale, sweeping hands up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, bringing your hands maybe to blocks, maybe to the earth. Inhale to your halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, left foot steps back, right foot is forward, and we're pressing into a lunge shape. If you want, you can drop your back knee, or you can keep your knee lifted, and we're going to breathe here for 5 breaths. This is the moment of the day where you get to quiet the mind. So, as much as you can, you're focusing all of your energy, all your attention on your breath. And then, if you have your back knee lifted, then you can drop it back down. We're going to meet our friends that have dropped back knees, stacking hands on the right front knee, pressing into the earth. And then, if this is feeling good for you, stay here. And if you'd like, we're going to open up the shoulders and the heart space a little bit. We're going to undo all that computer time, all that hunching down onto the computer screen by lifting the chest up, lifting the shoulders open. So we'll start by bringing the arms along the sides in a W shape. And I'll turn so that you can see me in a W shape. So elbows are bent, Arm bones are nice and wide. Yeah, and you're just feeling this press of the elbows back to open up through the heart. You can add an arch if you'd like in the heart space. And let's just breathe here. Lifting up. So it's never a fall backwards, it's a lift up. Strong, strong back muscles, strong, strong belly muscles, using the press of your right foot in the ground to anchor yourself in, breathing and lifting up, lifting open. And then bringing your hands onto those blocks, lifting up your back knee. And when you're ready, let's step left foot forward, finding a halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, fold, let it go. Whoo, pressing through your feet, rise up, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold to the earth. Inhale to your halfway lift. You know where we're headed. Hands find the blocks this time. Right foot steps back, left foot is forward. And we land here in the lunge shape. And again, this time, if you'd like, you can keep your back knee lifted or you can drop it back down, your choice. Let's breathe here. Super strong in either choice, super present to the breath, allowing the body to be in this moment, to be in this present moment, to be in this space. Allowing your mind to join your body in this present moment, allowing your mind to fall into rhythm and awareness of the feet and the breath and your ribs and the strength of your body. Yeah. Landing here, let's take one more breath in and then drop back knee down, uncurl the toes, stacking hands on the front knee, pausing for a moment to breathe here. And again, you can stay with your hands on your knee, or you can come into any arm shape. We did the W last time. This time, I'm going to offer to bring the hands back behind the head. So this time I'll turn this way. So hands interlace and right behind the head. I like to have my thumbs kind of guiding along the outside of the neck, and I'm pressing the back of the head into the basket of the hands, lifting up through my spine, and then opening the chest. Ooh, and pressing those elbows back. Yes. Really feeling this delightful opening in the body. I'll be here for just a few breaths. So undoing all that computer time, undoing all the time that you spend hunched over or looking forward. And this time we're opening up or rounding up or offering more spaciousness to the body. Yeah, last breath in. And then bring your hands to those blocks. And this time, move the blocks to the side. And we're going to step that left foot back. You can come through a tabletop here or up to a plank and then find your way to downward dog. And we'll breathe here. Again, feet can come nice and wide, bend the knees. And just notice how this downward dog lands. Maybe the same, maybe different from how the first one was. What are the differences? What are the changes? What's the texture of this shape? Is it feeling inviting? Is it feeling not, right? And then when you're ready on an inhale, we're going to come forward. We're going to find a plank pose and then drop knees, slow lower down to the earth. Inhaling first to a low cobra. So we're going to be kind to the body, or sorry, first to a sphinx pose. Elbows on the ground, palms pressing into the earth, heart lightly pulls forward. I like to start here because usually there's some deep muscle work that, pulling the toes long, letting the space between the navel and the heart space feel a little longer, a little more open. Head is lifted, shoulders draw down. You can just be here in this space, letting the body be fully supported, letting the hips draw down onto the earth. I like to wiggle my hips a bit to just let the body release a bit more. Open through the heart. Lift up through the chin. And then see if you can melt your shoulders down your back. Oof. Computer time is no joke. It does a lot to the body. And you can stay in this shape, or if you'd like, we'll press up into a low cobra. So again, tops of feet, anchor them into the ground. Press those 10 toes into the earth. And then maybe pressing through the palms, lift the heart up a bit. Your elbows are pulling backwards. You're opening up through the front line. And you just breathe here. Really using the back muscles. You should feel this, pressing the hips into the ground. You should feel this in maybe your low back, maybe your mid back, a little bit in your upper back. Let's take one more breath in. And let that go. Pressing up through a tabletop. We'll find our way to downward dog. Take just 2 breaths here. And then on your next inhale, bend knees, look forward. Let's take some tiny steps. Find the front edge of the mat. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold and let it out. If you feel the need, the desire to linger here, oh my, you can linger here, just letting your head, neck, and shoulders melt to the ground, grabbing your big toes and just letting your body drip and fall down. Stay here as long as you'd like. And when you're ready, and if you'd like to follow along, we'll slowly rise up to standing, slowly reaching arms up to the sky. Take your time, breathe in, exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take an inhale, let it out. Bringing your hands onto your hips. Left knee comes up to hip height. So strong here in your stance. Exhale, thread it back. Let's find crescent lunge. So pressing into both feet, hands are still on hips. You're lifting up, 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 up through the torso. And if you want, keep your hands on your hips. Sometimes it's nice to do something a little different, right? To offer a different experience here. You can always lift your arms up. You can make that W shape that we made before. Let's breathe here just for a spell, just for a moment. And then on your next inhale, lifting up through the back heel, spin it open. We're finding warrior 2. So notice I still have my hands on my hips. I'm turning the whole torso to the long edge of my mat and slowly making my way. Yeah, just kind of like flexing into the legs, letting the thigh open, giving it a chance to adapt to this new shape. Bring maybe just your front arm forward. And then maybe your back arm as well. I like to lift my palms up. Especially in the middle of the day, especially when I'm like trying to expand. So you can have that baby finger edge of the hands start to like kind of press back and open through the heart space. Yes, it's delicious. And let's breathe. Next inhale, reach your front palm, your right palm up to the sky. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down to the earth. You can come through chaturanga, step that right foot back. You can make your way all the way to downward dog. Breathing in and exhale, pressing hips back. Let's take a big breath in and let it out. Next, inhale, bend knees, look forward. Not wasting any time here. Tiny steps, find the front edge of your mat. Inhale to your halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold to the earth. Let it go. Press to rise. Press to rise. Reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Here we go. Take a breath in. Let it out. Bringing right knee up to hip height. Here we go. Exhale, threading it back, finding that crescent lunge. Hands on the hips. Press down so strong. And again, land here and be in this shape, be in this moment. You can reach your arms up if you want. Keep your hands on your hips as I have them if you want. You're exploring the body here. If your hands are on your hips, you can also like become more aware of your hip position. Is one hip lifted up more than the other? Is one more forward than the other? You can kind of adjust that so they're even. And see, I've chatted you all the way to the end of this shape. Let's take one more breath in. Let it out. Next inhale, reach up through that back heel, spin it open. Again, finding warrior two stance. Notice my legs here. I'm opening up. I'm inching my left foot to get in position. I'm pressing my right foot back. I'm really using the whole sole of that back foot, the whole sole of the front foot, and then maybe reaching arms out. And this time I'll have palms facing the earth, but you can always, flip maybe just one palm, maybe both. And just notice how that feels. So strong in your belly. Last breath in, letting it out. And then this time we're going to turn towards the long edge of the mat. Inhale, sweep hands up to the sky. So strong, so long. Exhale, fold down to the earth. Hello. You can stay here pressing feet into the ground, maybe reaching hands out to the ankles, letting head, neck, and shoulders drop, and really allowing yourself in this shape, in this moment, to connect within, to anchor, to draw within, to find yourself present, purposeful, aware. Let's take one more breath in, and then slowly finding your way down to the mat, and as graceful or not as you'd like, bringing your body onto the earth, hugging knees into chest, giving them a squeeze. Yeah. Whew. We can rock and roll side to side. Make some circles with your knees. And then any shape. So maybe a happy baby is nice here. Maybe more like a reclined butterfly. You just want to allow your body to be in this shape. I'm actually going to take waterfall pose, bringing a block behind my hips, reaching feet up to the sky. Just allowing gravity to do some work on my body. You are welcome to take any shape here, yogi, as long as it's safe, right? As long as it's considered, as long as it's in honor of your body and your being. Any shape is invited here. And when you're ready, you can slowly find your way into final resting pose. Stretching your limbs nice and long. Take a big breath in. Sigh it out. Here we are, yogi. Resting, resting, resting. Soaking it all in. Letting it all out. Being present to this moment, just this moment. Doing your best to release what has occurred in this day, in this week, in the past. Doing your best to stay in present moment. To know that what comes next will come no matter what. It doesn't need to be thought into being, it just will be. And can you take that knowledge and that awareness and just be present for this moment? Just be present for the now. Just be present for yourself. and rest and rest and rest. You can stay here as long as you'd like. You're ready, begin to bring movement to fingers and toes, bend knees and roll to a side if that's feeling right for you. And just pause in this moment for this moment to notice the transition, to notice the shift. And in honor of that transition, that shift, slowly keeping your eyes closed, maybe coming up to awareness, coming up to a seat, crossing ankles, bringing your hands onto your heart in full gratitude, right? In full gratitude for you taking this time to have this practice, to take care of your body and your mind and your being, to open your heart, to take care of your shoulders and your arms. And now, Yogi, we close our practice together with a letting go breath. Let's breathe in. Sigh it out. Perfect. Congratulations, Yogi. I hope you had a wonderful practice and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you again on your mat soon. Be well.